Yeah, do you? You're gonna help me. Here we go, watch. Have you seen these before?
No.
No? Squiggly line, circle, star, square, plus. These are called ESP cards. They were developed by scientists who were studying people that they believed had ESP. They were popularized by a man at Duke University. His name was Dr. Ryan. You've never seen these before?
Nope.
Okay, not even in therapy?
Nope.
Okay, it's a joke, man. It's a joke. All right. Okay, so what Dr. Ryan would do is he would mix these around, and he'd have you think of one of the shapes. Okay. And then he'd ask you to project the shape out, like out here, but don't say it. Think of one. The first time I do this, I don't always get it right, but it's a way for me to see how you think. Okay. Okay. I'm getting squiggly lines.
Yeah.
What do you, I thought so. Good.
That's what I was thinking too.
All right. So you're going to be perfect for this. You're going to be absolutely perfect. So I have some red-backed ones, and then I have the exact same cards in blue. You can see they're blue. You want the blue, the red? I don't care.
Red.
Red. When you think of them, think circle, star, square, squiggly lines, and plus. Some people think cross, and it messes me up. So if you would, please take them, mix them up. And now you're going to want to be able to look at them like this, and don't show me them, but think of one. Don't take it out. Don't do anything with it. Don't let me know what it is. Just think of it. You got one? Okay. Don't change your mind. This is the one I think that he's thinking of. Right here. That's the one. Find yours and place it face down. Is there any way? There's no way I could have known.
No.
This is fair. Very fair.
Very
Okay.
fair.
Think of another one. Okay. Hold on. You got it? No help. This is the one I think you're thinking of.
To put it on top?
Yes, please. Think of another one. We're going to do all 5 of them. We'll see how well I do out of 5.
Okay.
Put it back. Mix them up. No, because if you put yours down first, then maybe somehow.
It seems like you knew.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. Think of one. It could be the same one or different. Just think of it. Do nothing with it. Okay, I got it. No, I got it. That was easy, actually. Okay, think of another. You got it? I'm going to put the one I think you're thinking of down, and then I'll put my last card on top. Do the same. Put the one you're thinking of down, and then your last card on top. Okay, if this was a regular, ordinary magic trick, the magician would have to pick up one of those piles and change the order. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to look. I'm going to look. The last card I put down was a square. What did you have?
Yep.
Well, show us. No. Before that was the squiggly lines.
Yep.
Yes. Before that was the circle. Is that right? Look. The star? Which means the last card was the plus. There it is. It's crazy.
Oh, man.
All right.
I checked well.
No.
Did you want to help me?
Sure.
I'm sorry, I don't think you gave me your name yet.
Amber.
I have these cards. These are called ESP cards. They were developed by scientists who were studying people who they believed had ESP. They were popularized by a man at Duke University named Dr. Ryan. Have you seen these before? No, not even in therapy? It's a joke. Okay, so I have. Well, first of all, let me try something just to see if this is going to work with you. What Dr. Ryan would do is he would kind of lay the cards out, and he would have someone think of a shape. Okay, and then he would try to tell you which one it was, like the person with ESP. So, like, if you're thinking of squiggly lines in your head, just project squiggly lines. Just kind of say it over and over. You got one? Okay, I'm getting star. What are you getting? Is that right? It was, right? Yes, okay, good. You're going to be perfect for this. You're perfect. Okay, so I have 5 that are blue, and then I have the exact same shapes in red. Okay. Do you want the red or the blue? Red. Take them and mix them up. Okay? Now think of one. It doesn't have to be the one on front. Don't show me anymore, please. Mix them up again. Don't. Okay. No, because I don't want you to think I'm cheating. I'm going to cheat, but I don't want you to think I am. Okay. So don't. It could be this one. It could be this one, and you can spread through them and look. Do not take the card out, but think of one.
Can I just think of it right now?
Oh, you can just think of it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I got it. Okay, that's the one I think you're thinking of. Place it down.
The one that I want.
Yeah. The one you're thinking of. Do not show it to me. Place it face down. Is there any way that I could have known?
That you could have known?
Yeah. Very fair, because I put mine first.
Right.
I'm going to do this with all 5 cards. So think of another one. Okay. You got it?
Yeah.
I got it. Do it. Think of another one. Okay, hold on. I think it's this one. Hold on. No. Did you change your mind?
No.
Okay, I'm just getting a weird feeling from you. It was this one. It was definitely this one. Think of another one. You should have 2 left, yes?
Okay. Yeah. I'm ready.
Okay, I think it's this one.
Okay.
And I'll put my last card down. Do it. That one, and then put your last card down. Again, very fair. Okay. The last card I put down was the squiggly lines. What did you put down? Okay. Oh, before that. was yes, the circle. Before that was the star. Yes, before that was the plus. And yes, the last card, which was our first card, was the square.
Yes.
It's crazy, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
These are called ESP cards. Can you see them? I'm going to put them in the light. A square, a plus, a star, a circle, and the squiggly lines. These were developed by scientists who believed in ESP. There was a man named Dr. Ryan at Duke University, and he tried to use these to prove that people had ESP. Have you seen these before?
No, I haven't.
Not even in therapy?
No.
Okay, good. All right. So what he would do is he would mix them around, and he would ask you to think of one of the shapes. Let's say you were thinking of the squiggly lines. He'd tell you to project an image. Don't say it, but just project an image and see it out in front of you. Do that for me. The first time I do this, I don't always get it right, but it helps me see how you think. I'm getting star. What are you thinking of?
Bacon.
Bacon? Okay, that's the problem because you're thinking of bacon. Here's the thing is, we're going to make it work. We're going to make it work. Okay, do you want the red or the blue?
Blue.
Blue. When you think of them, do me a favor. Think circle, not pizza, okay? Think squiggly lines, not bacon. Think star, think plus, and think square. That'll help me out. Take them and mix them up. Mix them up. Mix, mix, mix. Okay? Now think of one. Don't take it out. It doesn't have to be the one on the face. Just think of one. Tell me when you got it. You got one? Okay, don't change your mind. That's the one I think you're thinking of. Put yours down right here.
Put the one that I
Yeah. Find it and put it down on the table. Do not let me see it. Put it right here. Is there any way that I could have known?
Probably.
Probably. Should we do it again?
No, let's see.
No, okay, I'm going to do all five. Pick them up. Okay. Think of another. No, leave this here. Think of another one. You got one?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the one. Place it down right on top. Again, I'm going to put mine down first every single time. Think of another one. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Place it down. Think of another one. Okay, oh, no, take it back up. No, because if you put yours down, if you put yours down first,
I got excited.
mix them up, and you can think of the same one or the other one. Don't tell me. You got it? Okay, I know which one it is. I put mine down, I put my last one down. Do the same. Put yours down, the one you're thinking of, and then put your last one on top. Is there any way I could have known?
No. I don't think so.
The last card was the star. What'd you put? Star. Wait. Square.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Circle. Circle. Yes. Plus. Yes. And then the first card had to be the squiggly lines, or the bacon as you called it. What was it? The bacon. There it is. It's crazy. Hey, it's John George here. Thanks for purchasing Beyond Perfect ESP. This was originally released as a pamphlet in my lectures, and over the years, Cody Fisher has been sending me people saying you have to get Perfect ESP. It is now called Beyond Perfect ESP. Thank you, Cody Fisher. When I first started doing this, Jeff McBride came and saw my show, and it fooled him. And I was like, well, I think I've got something here. And that's why I originally released it, was that I realized that I was fooling magicians with this trick. It is a version of a trick that was released by Brother John Hammond. Actually, I went to Max Maven. I was like, okay, is this original? Is this unique? And he said that it was, in fact, unique and original. However, it stemmed from something that was put out by Brother John Hammond and then followed by Hen Fetch. And then a lot of the later releases, everything that kind of stems from the Hen Fetch version. But what I'm about to show you is my version. It's called Beyond Perfect ESP. So let's take a look at it. It's basically, you're going to have 10 cards. You got 5 red ESP cards, and then you have another 5, except there's a trick card in between. We've got a red-blue card. That's really instrumental in making this work. You have to have that extra card, and that's one of the things that makes my version unique, is that we have red and blue cards. So what I do is I show the 5 red ones, or the blue ones, it doesn't matter. What's nice is it doesn't matter. You just pull them out of your pocket, and you can show either the blue ones or the red ones, because each time you flip it, that red-blue one is going to stay with whichever ones are face down, and you'll just be showing the top 5, okay? So you can flip it and show these. The other thing is that these are all marked cards. They need to be marked cards so that you can tell which one's which. So I know you already saw the performance, so I'm going to walk you through now how to do the performance with, we've got 11 cards total, 5 blue, 5 red. They're all marked, and we've got the blue-red one in between. Jackson, come on over here, and we're going to show you how this works. So the first part is, what I do is I show the blue ones. I explain that these are ESP cards, make a couple little jokes, and then what I like to do is I like to move the squiggly lines and the star into these two positions. Just over time, I've realized that if I put them in those two positions and I pick one of them, usually I pick the squiggly lines and I say, in a moment, you're going to think of one of these cards. And this is just the setup. I say, when you think of it, try to project an image out in space. Like, let's say you're thinking of the squiggly lines. Now, what happens is quite often is when I push this forward, if he's thinking of the squiggly lines, I can see him smile or something, and I go, well, I don't want you to think of that one anymore. I can tell you were thinking of it. And you kind of get a hit. So, but if they don't do anything, and it's perfectly fine, you say, if you're thinking of the squiggly lines, project an image out in space, blah, blah, blah. I push this back, and then I say, now think of one. So he's thinking of one. I'm going to guess he's thinking of the star, because more often than not, they are. And I say, if you're thinking of the star, actually, I'm sorry, so think of one. You think of one. Now, it doesn't matter. I go, I'm getting the star. What were you thinking? And if he says star, then great, you got a big hit. But if I say, I'm getting the star, what are you thinking of? And you pick anything else, go ahead.
Plus.
The plus. I go, oh, okay, good. Because I was getting star. Now I know every time I'm thinking star, you're thinking plus. It's a little joke. They laugh. It really doesn't matter that much. I'm just trying to build relationship here. Now, I've got the blue and the red. And remember, we've got that blue-red one on top. I'm going to say, do you want the blue ones or the red ones? And I kind of gesture like this and end up with the blue ones in front. Or if I'm having the red in this hand, which it doesn't matter, I end up with these in front. More often than not, they take the ones you're handing them. So he takes them, go ahead, and we're good to go. Now, if he says, I want the blue, here's what I do. I take the red and I set it on top and I say, okay, when you're thinking of them, think square, squiggly lines, circle, star, and plus. Some people think cross, and that messes me up. I just say that because all I really need to do is be able to flip the deck to get this one with me. So that's all I'm doing, is making sure that I get the red-blue one. Now, I tell him to mix them up, so go ahead and mix them up, And have them facing you like this now. Do not let me see which one's on front. Don't let me see anything. You're going to think of one. So he thinks of one. It doesn't matter what he's thinking of. All I do is, I've got 6 cards here. He thinks I have 5, so I make sure that I never show that I have an extra card. And I run through them. So he thinks of one. You got one on your mind? Mm-hmm. So now I just take the red-blue, but I don't show that. I just simply go like this. I go, oh, okay, I got it. And I put the red-blue down on the table. Now I ask you, take the card you're thinking of, and don't show it to me, but place it face down here. So now we're in a great situation. I still have 5 cards in my hand. He thinks I have 4. He thinks this is the one that I am guessing is his, but really this is the red-blue one. So now all I do is I look down, and this is a marked card, and I can see that this is the square, okay, from the marking on the back. So now I say, think of another one. As he's thinking of another one, I'm actually going to take out the one for this one. You got one? Okay, and then I put down the square. Now you put down the one you're thinking of on top. Go ahead and put it on top. Perfect. So now I'm going to look at this one, which I'm looking at the lines here. It's a squiggly line. So I look through here, and again, I'm only supposed to have, well, if I put 2 down, I'm only supposed to have 3, but I have 4. So what do? I don't ever show that last one. So if I'm spreading them, I'm going to spread, leaving 1 here. And I see that there's no squiggly lines, which means it's the back one. So I simply just go like this. Take the squiggly lines and I put it on top. Then you take the one you're thinking of and you place it down. Now I look at this one and I see that's the circle. So I go through here, and again, there's 3 here, which means I should only have 2 here. So I'm never going to spread like this. I'm only going to push over 1, and I see the circle, so I put the star here, and I grab the circle off. Now I say, I'm going to put down the one I think you're thinking of, and then I put my double on top. I don't care about this order. Okay, this is a 50-50 shot. So I put down the double here, and I say, put the one you're thinking of down, and then your last one on top. Now what I do is I look down, and I see if these 2 match. If they match, which Last night in performance, it was amazing because every time it matched. So it's a 50-50 shot. But we're going to do it like it was last night and make sure that they match. And then I'll show you the other version. So once these are all down, if the top two match, excellent. It's the best place to be in. I'm going to turn over the top card and show that it matches. And it matches. Then I'll turn over the next one. It matches. Squiggly lines. Now what I'll do is I'm going to scoop these up because I have to get rid of this red-blue one in a moment. And I'll say that was the squiggly lines. And what's the next one? And he's going to show that it's the circle. As he does, I'll turn all of these over. And then I've got two left. I'm going to show the star. I flip it over. And then I say, and of course the last one. And I drop the double. I drop this double here. And I go, of course, the last one, which was our first one, has to be the square. Okay? So that's best case scenario. Now, occasionally, we're going to flip these back over. Occasionally, those last two don't match. So let's make sure we have this the same. We've got square, star, circle, and then instead of going squiggly lines plus, all right. So when I put the last two down together as one, sometimes these are, like I said, they're opposite of what they need to be, and that's what we've just created here. So when I look down and I see that they don't match, what do? I pick these up, and I get ready for a double. As I pick them up, I kind of just push them over. I get a pinky break under the two, and I say the last card I put down, and I do a double, and I leave it in-jogged. So there's two here. And I show that I have the plus. And as he turns his over, I'm going to do a modified KM move. Now the KM move is being able to swipe this like this and leave that one here. The thing is, as I do it, I've got a lot of cover. Everyone's looking. They want to see if these match. So I'm going to drop my hand and I just turn it like this, but I don't want to show this as being blue. So I just I do this. It gets by everyone because they're not looking for it. They're looking to see if this matches. I drop this down, and now we're in the same position we were earlier where everything's going to match, and we've got one on the bottom that's wrong. So he'll turn it over. We'll show that one. We'll turn this over, the circle. I scoop him over, and I turn him around. I've got three here. I'm supposed to have two here, but I do have three. I'm going to show this one as the star, and then I'm going to say, and of course the last one, I drop the double. I turn this over, and there's the square. So this is what it would look like in performance. All right. Hey, how's it going?
Good,
John George.
Nice to meet you.
Nice. Okay. So I've got these cards here. These are called ESP cards. There's a square, a star, a circle, squiggly lines, and a plus. Have you seen these before? No. Not even in therapy?
No.
Okay, it's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. So there was a man named Dr. Ryan at Duke University. He he popularized the use of these, and he was studying people who they believed had ESP. What he would do is he would mix the cards around, and he would have someone think of one of the shapes. Like, let's say you were thinking of the squiggly lines. He'd ask you to project an image out in space and just kind of see it. Don't tell me what it is. So if you would think of one of the shapes. Okay, now, the first time I do this, I don't always get it right, but it tells me how you think. Are you thinking of the star?
No.
No, which one are you thinking of?
Can't tell you.
No, tell me. The circle. See, that's okay, because now I know every time I'm getting star, you're thinking circle. This is going to help me. Okay, now don't worry, it builds. It builds from here. There's 10 cards, 5 are blue backed, and then I have the exact same shapes in red. Do you want the red or the blue? It doesn't matter to me.
That's fine.
Take them and mix them up. Don't let me see the faces. Think of one of the shapes. You can look down if you need to. You got one? Don't take it out. Just think of it.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I got it. It's right here. Place the one you're thinking of. Put it down. Okay. Think of another shape. Don't take it out. Just think of it. You got it? Okay. That's this one here. Go ahead. And go ahead and think of another. We're going to do all 5. So you got one? Yeah. Oh no. Put it back. And mix them. I got to put mine down first. If you put yours down first, you might think maybe I saw it. Right. It makes it more fair. So just think of it. You could change your mind or okay. Okay. I believe it's this one. Okay. You have 2 left. Think of one. Okay, that's easy. No, I got this one right away. I'll put mine down. I'll put my last card down. Put yours down and then the last card down. Okay, now if this was a regular, ordinary magic trick, I'd have to mix the cards around to get it right, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to turn over the top card and see what it is. I got the plus. What did you get there? Or the cross. Yes, and before that, I got the square, and before that, the star. Yes, and before that, the squiggly lines, which, of course, leaves our first card we put down, which was the circle.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
there it is. So, and that one went the other way. That when I did that, I had to pick them up and do the double with the KM. The performance that you saw at the club the other night, that never happened. We got it right every single time. It doesn't matter. It's just as strong. So that is it. That's beyond perfect ESP. This is how this works with the ESP cards. The nice thing is that this is a kind of a versatile trick. You could do this with something else. If you don't like the ESP cards, you could do this with playing cards. The only thing is that you need to have those cards marked. So if you had some maiden backs that were marked, you have a red set of marked and a blue set of marked cards. All you do is you take the red blue and stick it in between. So you had the ace through 5 of spades marked, the ace through 5 of spades marked. Some are red, some are blue. Do the exact same trick and you'd be able to nail it every time with the ace through 5 of spades being in whatever order your spectator drops them down. Thank you so much for purchasing this. I know you're going to love it. This has been a real worker for me. It fools all lay people and it fools many magicians. I'm really proud of this piece. I know you're going to love it. And thank you again. Thank you so much for purchasing it. If you liked it, please leave a review on Penguin Magic. And if you ever have a question, feel free to shoot me an email and I can help you out with it.